Fernbrooke's very strong, community-minded. It's a brand new school, obviously, in its first 18 months, so very rapidly growing. Lots of challenges around the volume of new teachers and the volume of new students on a weekly basis.
We're very proud of what we've achieved in the year and a half. We spent the first year about knowing our community, collecting the data on our community, knowing where all our students were coming from when they walked in our front gate. For us now, it's about moving forward from that.
The review was so positive around the work that they've done in building a really strong culture here at Fernbrooke. Community feel incredibly engaged in this school and feel incredible ownership.
It also shines some light on things that we knew, perhaps we weren't onto yet. Curriculum, pedagogy and reading are really those big ticket items going forward for us. So we knew that, it just confirmed that for us.
It's allowed us to celebrate what we've done in a year and a half, but it also points us and sharpens our direction around where we're going, and that's what we're doing today.
Scott had an idea that we need to unpack the review with our staff, which in other schools it gets spoken about but not necessarily unpacked. So he got Raquel, our ARD, on board. She came out and modelled for us a system, if you like, that could work to help us unpack that review.
She worked with my strategic leadership team to frame up what the day would look like. We ran simulations of what we're doing here today. We know what we want out of it, but the actual content is the unknown, and it's coming from the staff mind and staff voice.
We've looked at what we think we as a school need to work on first, because we can't tackle everything. So we're going to look at what the most important elements of the review are and decide on that as a staff and how we're going to get there and make the school a better place.
We've really based it around blue sky dreaming. So in an ideal world in 4 years' time, what would Fernbrooke State School look like? And allowing teachers to really have a say in what that looks like and what they require as teachers in this school to ensure that they can get there.
There have been some slight different points of view, but that's great though. You'd hate to think that everybody had the same perspective and the same way of thinking about things, because differences make us great.
From today, it'll get the very basics of the inquiry planner. From that, we'll then draft the inquiry planner over the next 6 to 7 weeks. Staff will be involved in the review and redrafting of that document. Then out of that will come a one-page snapshot, which goes into the community, a 2 to 3 page snapshot, which all teachers have. Then sitting under that will be the big 4, the big 5 areas, the inquiry planners, and what are the measurable outcomes around it. This time every year we'll always come back to our inquiry planners, and that'll be our measure of how we're going.
And we're looking at what is the heart and the mind of our parent body. Students will also engage in a similar process. We'll interview the students and get their feedback. What do they want Fernbrooke to be like?
Scott has really ensured that the school community here are engaged in the process, have a clear understanding of what the improvement strategies are, and have been part of the planning for what the next 4 years looks like.
We can just start at the top and then work our way through as a staff, as a school, and hopefully make it better here for everyone involved, especially the students.